Hey everyone, it is Timothy Genovo again, hopping on to do my Module 7 reflection over online learning, getting a little more comfortable with doing these lives. Um, the first question has a lot that I'll be answering, so I'm going to kind of break that down. The first question, the first part of that is describe your thoughts for online learning at the K through 12 level, and do I think that it's appropriate for students to complete online learning, and what parameters should be in place? So, with online learning, um, I did not know a lot about the online learning until I kind of went through the K through 12 videos and the LVS brochure. Um, but I mean, I do feel like for certain students, not every student learns the same. So if that best fits their needs, I see where that is very, very beneficial. Because as teachers, I think it's important that we recognize the individual needs of the students. Not every student learns the same. So based on the situation there, do I think every student should have the option, especially, K through fifth, to do just solely online learning? The reason for that is the social skills that they develop during that time um, is very, very important, not only for them during that time and other developmental needs, but moving on into, our adult life as we're socializing and interacting with others. Yes, they're still getting an education, but they're not getting that social interaction with their peers to develop those things. And it's really important that they have that peer interaction to help them develop those skills that they're going to need throughout their life. Um, Now, the second part of that question, do you think every state should require students to complete an online course prior to high school graduation? This is one thing that I really struggled with going in, the school I went to for my associate's degree. Everything is on Blackboard. Even though we're in the classroom, all of our assignments are submitted on Blackboard. All of our um, exams, anything like that, all goes through Blackboard. And I did not know what Blackboard was. I didn't know what an LMS was. I come from a very small town, so I mean, Power School told you your grades. Better than that, you did bookwork um, and worksheets. They were graded, put in the system. We typed some book reports. We learned basic computer skills, but I was very, very nervous about going online. I've always done better in a classroom setting. Um, Being older, having the maturity level as an adult, it's been a lot easier for me to go online. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be. But had I had those skills taught to me in high school, even just a basic knowledge, I'm not sure that we should require every state to do so, but I feel like it would be very beneficial to the student, especially those that are planning on going to college. Um, so I do think that it's important that they have those skills, but as far as a legal obligation to do so, I'm not sure that we should implicate that into every single state. Um, the second question, what did I learn most from the K through 12 video and the Lawrence virtual brochure? I did not realize that there was a K through 12 program. We do have an alternative school that uses a virtual online program. The students work at home and they just come in to test. And, sorry, now they have a person there to monitor them. They have a teacher that is here in Iola to where if they ever had any questions, they can go up and have that face-to-face interaction. And that is very beneficial to them but I mean, it's students that there's a reason why, whether it is social anxiety or um, behind and they're trying to catch up, or we have a gifted program, so the kids get put out of classes to do the work for the gifted kids for those that are more advanced. Um, I know here my son's in the gifted program, and it seemed to help him a lot and keep him interested and involved in what he is doing in the classroom. Um, so, I mean, I did learn a lot. I did not realize everything that went into it, from the interactions with teachers, the guidance from, learning coaches, instructional designers building these activities, and, you know, so much that I really did not realize. With the Lawrence virtual program, I had heard a lot about. I know some people in this area that have done it. Now, around here, most of the people I know doing it are at a high school level. Um, and I feel like part of that is because they have learned how to use technology up to that point, and they seem to really do better with that. Now, there are some kids that they are homeschooled, and I do know that their parents do go through like the Lawrence virtual program, and that seems to work for them very, very well. Um, Now they also have tutors that they've had come in, and I would have to ask if that's something that they have done on their own, or if that is something that the program has provided for them. The last question that I'll be answering is, describe your experience working with the LMS. Which system did you choose to work with and why? What did I like or dislike about the system, and how could I use this system as a future educator? Well, I've worked with a lot of the different systems, as far as from Google Classroom to Blackboard, um, and I have not done the QIA a lot, and I use that because that is something that I found would be very useful to students that I will be working with. I want to teach anywhere from first, second, third, or fourth grade. So, um, there was so much I could do with this that was very easy to work with. I was able to assign it to the class easy. I could do multiple different activities with a similar assignment. Say it was sight words, whether I was doing a jumbled or a pop up or a match the sight word to the sound. There were so many things, vocab quizzes, that they could match things that were easy for them to do, and also learning the basic skills of how to use those as they go through those activities and lessons. Um, I really like the fact of, I think it makes it easier for a teacher to, one, you're saving on a lot of paperwork. You're also, with a lot of them, it can go straight into your grade book. And that saves the teacher a lot of time of inputting grades. I know a lot of teachers that they take home papers every night, they're grading, and I got an email from my son's teacher today, because they have a class dojo they use to kind of communicate with the parents, and I really like that because I can see how my child's earning points, how he's doing, if he's losing points due to talking in class, or whatever it may be. But she sent out a group message letting everyone know, hey, if you're worried about your child's grade, I've only inputted just a few assignments. I have a lot to still input, and those grades will all be improving as soon as I get those inputted. So with this, I mean, it is getting inputted immediately, so they can actually see kind of on a day-to-day basis how that student is doing in the classroom, and if they're needing any additional assistance as well. I mean, I know I will definitely be using the LMS as a future educator, even if it's just parts of it. Um, for younger kids, there's not as much that can be done with it, but I was able to put links in there. I was able to put videos in. I was able to, I made I think it was 3 or 4 different assignments just because I was enjoying doing it because I know, I'm going to school to be a teacher. I really want to get to know these things. That way I don't struggle with that as going into my classroom. So, I mean, I really enjoyed it and I definitely plan on using it as a future instructor. Have a great day.